Hello everybody, so this is new video, new podcast with Lillyanna and Nostradamus0806. I just have to add these two numbers because that people do not mix me with real Nostradamus, because then I can have problems with him. So today video will be we will talk about mediumships. Shortly, what this means? This means that reader connect with someone who passed away, someone who has been murdered, someone who died suddenly, someone who died easily, and so people through mediums, this is us, connect with their past one members of the family or whatever, and they can ask things. So this area is more Liana's area. I'm weak here. I did maybe in whole my life maybe 5, 6 different mediumships, but Liliana made it like 6,000 or let's say at least 600. So
Wow.
in this case, I'll just leave this to Liliana. So Liliana, please share with us some of your stories, how things went when you're doing this, how you're doing this, so that people will get this feeling how actually this works. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, hi everybody. This is Lily here. You know who I am. Um, I'm only going to share a couple of stories because they're pretty heavy. But you know what? If you're watching, you may as well listen. And this is going to really show you how I work because it. I don't. I know it comes from the heavens. I know it needs to bring comfort to someone. So one day, someone called me, and um, it was a young man who lived in a bad neighborhood, and all his friends. It was like a gang, They just but I didn't know it at the time. And he said, my dad died, and I said he was murdered. And I immediately saw the dark. It would happened at night. And he goes, "Oh my God." And I said, "There's a street, there's a light. It's like it happened in front of a garage, like where a truck would back in, to deliver something, and there was brick all around it. I could see it so clearly. I was standing, I said, "Your dad was heavy set, and he wasn't where he was supposed to be, and he wasn't doing the right thing, you know, and he was killed over a deal that went wrong." And the kid, he said, he just kept saying, how do you know all that? That's exactly what happened. And I explained to him that these images, they just come. It's not even like looking at pictures. It's like watching a movie in slow motion with the colors, with the action, with the weather. I'm just a bystander. It was like that. And I think in that 3 hours, I interviewed just about the whole neighborhood. My brother was murdered, a young lady. Same thing. I saw the whole thing, and I was right every time. But then then the other friends started calling me. I wanted freebies. There was another one who asked me about a brother we haven't heard from. Oh, let's say Joe for years. It's just like he disappeared. And um, I said to her, "He's dead. He was killed coming out of a bar." I was a little more gentle than that, you know.
Yeah.
I said he came out of a bar. He was wearing a brown leather jacket. He had jeans on, and he just was walking a few steps away, and two men attacked him. They hit him over the head, bad enough to kill him, but not immediately. He didn't die immediately, but nobody found him until he was dead. They took his wallet, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. It was a robbery gun, and he was murdered. And um, she wanted to know what happened. So I told her that. And she just told me This year, now this is 3 years ago. This gets weirder and weirder. And then she just told me in January that I confirmed exactly what another psychic had said. That night, I was videotaped on my phone. I was going around the house, and I put my camera out the front window, and then I stopped taping, and I looked back, and I saw that guy walking up to my garage because I was making a movie. Not a movie, but I was taped, doing on my camera. I freaked out. I said, "That's the guy that I did the reading for a couple days ago." That's Paul. He's coming here. And that was just confirmed to me. I could almost sense his telepathy saying, "Thank you. I want to come and thank you for telling so and so what happened to me, because I left so quickly, and that's the thing. And all these people that die suddenly like that, or they're murdered, or they're killed in a car accident, they got one step still here. They're not ready. They're just not ready. They're not ready. And I don't care what people say that they go right to wherever they're going. I don't feel that about everybody. I'm not going to say they're going to any bad place, but I just think that everybody has some learning to do and they're on a journey. But when they're not ready to leave their lovers and their wives or their husbands or their brothers or sisters, whatever it is, I know I will put my life on it that they hang around for a couple of months. And that's the time you have to really be aware, because they are yelling at you and trying to get your attention in all kinds of ways. And those are the coolest stories that I've had. The two ones that, well, I have not just had 2 murders, but that's for instance.
So, Lillyanna, I remember when you mentioned this, okay, this is really amazing. So actually, this way you can help people maybe to realize what happened with their closest one, But as I mentioned, also you talk about this, like situations like worldwide that something happened, and you just felt that before. Like I remember, I think that you were talk about some kind of fire or something like that, firefighting, like that happened. Can you share this story also with us?
Yes. I'm sure that everyone who lives here in America remembers the fire in Florida. I'm sure it was in Miami, and it was an apartment building. I don't know why, I think hotel apartment building, but people did live there. And I don't know what happened, but the whole building came down. I remember sitting up in bed, because I was there. It's like, where, I'm in this building, and there's like cement dust and smoke, and I'm talking, I don't know, what's going on. And I think that the people screaming was flipping me out. It's like, this is a very bad thing. I am seeing something very, very bad. And I knew, because it was like a lucid or astral, that it was not happening to me, but it was happening to me. Do you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the fear from everyone else, and then I'm truly emotionally feeling fear when I hear the screaming, and then the floors, the cement floor started shaking, and it was just, the ground was shifting, the floors were shifting, and then everybody fell right through, including me. A few days later, I saw it on the news, exactly as I saw it, and hundreds and hundreds of people died. Hundreds of people
So
died.
actually, you saw future, but you didn't know where this will happen. And actually, so it was been like a prediction plus mediumship at the same time.
I sat up in bed and I just said, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
And that was, and it never ceases to flip me out. Like, it always amazes me. And but I said before that there's nothing I can do. I have to just like pray like crazy that most people are protected, or that they find their way to God in the last minute, you know what I mean? Or that they get to a good place. and for their families. That's what all I can do. But there's there's one other one that happened that always stands out in my mind. My groceries are out on the patio. They just had so he's seeing that. So I'm sitting at my kitchen table one day, and we used to get the newspaper back then. That's before internet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
As the front page, it shows bridge collapse in Buffalo. That's the city near me. It's the next city over 100 miles. So, and then I saw it the 2 nights before. I was telling you that I was like, stop recording for 1 second. In this dream that I had a couple days before, again, it was very lucid.
Okay, yeah, let's continue. We just have some interruption by the dog.
Sorry, my dog.
Yeah.
So I was standing, I don't know, I was just standing over and I was watching this thing, and this bridge was collapsing, and I saw a box truck approaching the bridge that was collapsing, and all these cars are going down into the water and the rocks and everything. Oh, it still freaks me out, because the box truck, there was a black man and a white man in that truck. One was smiling. They were just starting their day. And the reason I freaked out is because they showed the picture of the 2 men in the paper side by side. It still tears me up. It was the exact 2 men that I saw in the truck.
Yeah.
And their pictures were side by side in the paper, and who they worked for. And I couldn't speak again. That one blew my mind. I could not talk. Nobody would, I'm thinking, I cannot tell anybody this.
No, better not, because they will feel that you're crazy.
It's like, I don't even believe this. I can't even talk about this. I cried though, because it was the first really big thing, the first really, that was back in the 80s. That was big. That was bigger than the baseball player that happened earlier, the 70s. It was bigger than that. It was very bad. A lot of people died. What a way to die,
Yeah. So just to invite you, everybody, so everybody who maybe had lost somebody and maybe you don't know, or it doesn't matter maybe that this happened in some really bad way, that they have been murdered, or maybe somebody do a suicide, So if you want to speak with past ones, please reach out to Lillyanna, because she is, as you can see, as you can hear, she's really amazing with what she's doing, if people ask me, will you do mediumship for me? No way. I just sent directly to Lillyanna. This is not something that I want to work, because it's no, I'm not so good, I can share my story actually. So I was sitting in the bar outside. It's been because they have inside outside, and actually I was speaking with my friend, and actually he starts to speak about his mom who passed away. She had cancer and he couldn't properly say goodbye to her, and I just sensed her presence,
Yes.
I was like, she's here, I felt like she's here, and then she moved from here into me, and actually I felt this, here in this plexus, that she, I felt this hit bang, and she entered me, and she just gave him so many informations, and then she left, and then I started to cry like a little baby, Imagine I'm crying like a little baby in the bar, but that time I didn't know to protect myself,
Yeah,
and
I don't let them get that close to me. I won't let them. That's not going to happen to me. That's never.
Yeah.
I can say that this person's always to my right, and if I'm in a public place, I can say he's right there over your left shoulder. He's right. He's got his hand on your shoulder. He's still around. He loves you, you know.
Once I remember, so yes, I remember, so I always feel this hit, you know, in my plexus that somebody's entering me, you know. And once it happened that I was laying on the bed, like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning, let's say maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, and I feel this hit. I was like,
wow.
who just came, you know? I said, please, just leave. I don't have nobody to give any information. So just leave, you know, please go. And that's it, you know. And so it was really weird. And then I was like, actually, I have to argue with this person who came around. No, leave.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hear, you know, because it's like, and then after like 2-3 minutes, I feel this bang. Okay, this person left, you know. The other time that happened, actually, I remembered with my fiance, it was one timing where we were like dating. Actually, we were been already together, and she was been already pregnant with our daughter. And actually, we were sitting like in one restaurant, you know, and we were eating, and I look at her and I say, "Is somebody behind me?" Because I felt like really like some dark energy, you know, like that. And she's like, nobody's there. I said, okay, we have to go. You know, we just collect this and we just throw this and we just left, you know. And she's like, what happened? I said, I felt this like somebody wants to speak with someone in this area, you know. But imagine this was in a shopping center because this restaurant was in the shopping center. So where I can right now find some, I don't know, Mary or I don't know, so some John. Okay, are you the right one? Yeah, I just want to tell you something, you know.
Yeah, I
In
know.
this
He's
case,
like the Long Island medium, right? I would never do that. I know.
and so I just said no, we have to go. It's like no way. I don't want to speak here right now with nobody, you know. And we just left, you know. It was really like weird. I said no, somebody's here. Somebody wants to speak through me. I said no, go, you know.
Yeah, that was the safest thing you can do. It really is. You don't want to
Uh,
do that. But let me tell just very quickly because we're out of time.
yeah.
I want to ask you this as I'm telling you this. Have you ever been in a grocery store? For some reason, it always happens to me when I go to the grocery store, and I hear people calling out my name. It's like it's happened like 3 times. Like one, they'll say my whole name. You know, like they're calling me, and I'll go, "What?" And it's like, "Oh my God." You know, it's like, oh, you know, they follow me everywhere, you know, but it doesn't frighten me. It's just that, well,
Actually, right now it's much easier.
I did recognize the voice, but that person had passed away. That kind of freaked me out.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like in this time you can actually pretend that you get a call, you know, that you have this little in your yeah. Just give me 1 second. I have to leave the
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of it.
yeah, so that you just misdirect people, you know. Yeah, no worries, you know. So this can be like a lead out for you, you know. Yeah, okay, I'm coming. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
next time that you'll know how to react on
I
this.
want to say though that yeah, I just want to tell everybody that Muro's here. He's very talented and very knowledgeable about many different subjects. He's studied many in all over the world, and I just sleep and get stuff. You know, it comes just comes out of the sky, and I just know it. You know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying that he knows about many more subjects of the I don't want to keep saying the unseen world about the
Spirituality.
supernatural and spirituality. You know, he knows different things. You know, I know a lot of stuff, but he knows a lot of other stuff. So the both of us, that's why we come together. I think it was a union that was meant to be. We've
Yeah.
never met each other in person. We live on 2 different sides of the world.
Yeah. She lives
It's
in the United States, I live in Slovenia. The only thing that is common is that we have Melania Trump, she's from Slovenia, and right now she's in the States, and we don't want her here, so you can keep it.
I don't want to go there. You're too close to madness over there.
Yeah, so this is the only thing that connect us. But yes, as Lillyanna mentioned, we can cover really a lot of different things, and we will cover that kind of stuff in our videos, in our future videos. We will host some people, some different psychics, mediums from all around the globe. We just right now talking with like two different persons. One is like on the other side of the world, so from Melbourne. We hope that we get her on the board as soon as possible. And then we have like one girl from.
We'll say it because I work on it. I'm gonna say it. Okay, there's a woman we're hoping to interview. She is an employee of Mystic Sense. She actually works in the physical building. She's an interviewer, and she's also an author and a paranormal investigator. Very interesting, genius woman. And I also work on Mystic Sense as a spiritual medium. It's easy to look up, and I'm cheap because yeah.
Definitely people who wants to have some privates reach out here to us, because this is the cheapest way, you know.
Yeah, it is.
All other psychics platforms, you have to pay for them also. So yeah.
But do you have a Facebook account? Do you have Facebook?
I have it. I have it. Yes. I will share this with you also. No worries.
Okay, 'cause I can share mine. It's just a group. It's a group. So if you
it's
want
a group, yes. Just send me the link that I can post this on the video. No worries.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, so everybody, stay tuned. Subscribe our channel. Put this bell button that you will get notification when we will post our next video. So next video will be here in the next 2-3 days, maybe 4 or 5. It depends, but definitely, if you have maybe some suggestions, maybe you have the topic that you want to listen, share this with us, and then we will take this into consideration, and we will actually speak about that topic, you know, because I know that different people wants to hear different topics. So yeah, why not? Just share this with us, and we can cover really a lot of different things. And yeah, we will be in touch. Have a blessed day, Lillyanna. Have a blessed evening.
You too, and thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
And we will be in touch. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.